well, we were grabbing shirts, and the people at the stores were like, "You're not gonna fit that." And I was like, "Damn."
Keto Island Boys, this is time to dive. Living that keto life keeps you alive. Heinz and Jeff bring the island vibe. Listen up now, you'll thrive.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Keto Island Boys podcast. How y'all doing today, Heinz? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, welcome back. Thanks for listening. I'm gonna be heading now. I'm recording this a little bit early, and I'm heading to Thailand tomorrow. I'm pretty excited.
Absolutely, yeah. Which is funny because if you go back to episode 71 of the OG podcast,
we're on episode what? Oh, well, sorry.
102 for the OGs.
102 for the OGs.
We're on episode 10 for YouTube, 10. Something like that. And
71.
Yeah, you were planning on going to Thailand in that episode, but we got hit with this once in a century pandemic.
That's right.
That made you cancel like all of your Thailand. Have you ever been to Thailand?
No, I've never been to Thailand. I've never been to Thailand. Phuket,
Even better that it's crazy that so it took you had to wait 5 more years to kind of get the opportunity for everything to line back up.
Yeah.
And now
last
finally.
Time I was going to go to Thailand 5 years ago. I had bought my tickets. I had bought my flights, hotel
rooms,
accommodations, everything. And then the pandemic, and we could have still flown. They were like, okay, you can fly, but we don't know the procedures of what's going to happen. You run the risk of staying there if the pandemic happens and you won't be able to come back. And so just that alone, they were just kind of figuring it out.
Yeah.
Right at the time, we're like, should we go? Because man, what if we get stuck there? We're thinking about work and we didn't want to risk it. So man, it was such a headache to
It was
cancel everything.
It was April 2020 when you were supposed to fly out, which is it's so crazy that it almost worked out to be almost the same time, right? This is
5 years. Yeah.
Yeah. This is late March already, or, halfway through March. So it's so funny that almost exactly the same time that you were supposed to go, you're going, you're finally able to go. And so, no, that's awesome that you've never been to Thailand before, and now that you have the opportunity finally comes through, and now you're actually going to go.
Yeah, knock on wood. Yeah, we don't want to wait another 5 years before we go, but we're going for our friend Tim's birthday because it was his birthday last time we were going to go too. There was like 6 or 7 of us. We all were excited to go. We had everything planned out. We were going to do a full moon party but man, we canceled everything. It took forever to get our money back, and we didn't buy insurance on the trip, so it was trying to get our money back. But we eventually recovered like 90% of everything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're good to go. I leave tomorrow like at midnight, and so but
that's exciting.
All the way up to midnight, I will keep it keto. And then I brought my snacks. Can you guess 2 of the snacks that I had brought on this plane with me?
Oh, are you? I mean, you're cut off, obviously.
Non-keto snacks. There you go.
Obviously, so this is kind of the theme of the episode, right? Is basically cheat meals and cheat vacations, basically. So
cheat week. It's the cheat week.
Cheat week.
March Madness cheat week.
So if you're going non-keto, if you're going non-keto, I assume maybe gummies, sour gummies.
Damn, that's it. Yep.
Is that both of them or one of them?
Well, now back 5 years ago, they didn't have nerd clusters.
So I have nerd. Really good.
It's like a kind of a sour, but gummy at the same time.
I think they did have them back then, but they weren't as popular.
Yeah,
because I remember seeing a video of like Mike Leach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mike Leach, he's the old Wazoo coach, actually talk about nerd clusters on a video.
Wow.
And that video had to have been because he hasn't been coach for a while, so I think they were around back then. But those things have kind of blown up for the nerd.
Interesting.
They're like super popular now. So that's one. What's the other?
The Haribo's, just the classic, gummy bears. I didn't have time to go, get the Smurf Haribo's. I I got the regular gummy bears, and of course, both of them here at Safeway was 2 for $4, right? So I bought 2 gummy bears, 2 of the nerd clusters, and I bought a little small tin of almonds just to snack on. But probably get some. I don't want to get chocolates because it's so hot in Thailand. It's like 80, 85 degrees. It's gonna melt. So I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. And then it's gonna be like a 10-hour flight, and wondering if we're gonna stop Taipei for like a couple hours, and then Taipei to Bangkok.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should bring some edibles just to tie me over on the. I'm just afraid that I might like trip out in midair, or like I might have like a bad like vibe with I'm trying to have something to relax me while I'm up in the air, No,
I think those will knock you out. It depends on how.
Me out.
When I went to Hawaii in 2023, I brought some with me, and on the way back, I had this. Is like one of those shots that were like 100 milligram. Yep.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. And so I just took I was like, it's from Hawaii to Seattle, it was like a 5 to 6 hour flight. So I was like, okay. And it knocked me out. I was out. So, which obviously you're probably not going to take, you're not going to have
100.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to take that much, but I think most of the time it'll kind of knock you out. If you're
like a tranquilizer, 100 milligrams, man.
Yeah, it was way too strong. To be honest, I barely got to my seat in time. I was like, dude, I need to just get in my seat. And then once I was in there, dude, I knocked out. And so,
okay,
yeah, no, it was good. It's the only time I almost forgot my luggage on the plane, and because I walked out. Because I was one of the last people to get on the plane, and that was probably my fault. And so I knew that there was not going to be very much overhead space. So I saw a space in first class to put my carry-on. So I just threw it in there. Threw it in first class, right? And then so I slept continuously the whole flight. Right.
Nice.
Like I was out the whole way. So then when I woke up, I was so like out of it and just like kind of like still trying to figure out what happened. And I was like, oh, I was just on the flight and I just woke up and I didn't realize I was sleeping that whole time, which is kind of cool. But then I just walked out of the plane. I just walked out of the plane. And then when I finally literally got into the gate back into the airport, that's when I hit me. I was like, you dumbass, you had carry-on luggage with you. So then I try to go back in and they stop you right away because they're like, dude, you can't go back in there. Like, but I was so lucky that a stewardess was like, had brought it to the front, and I was like, oh, nice. That's mine. I was like, yeah, that's my carry-on. And I know. So that was kind of my little experience with it. So yeah, be careful. I don't recommend doing anything that extreme.
That's pretty extreme. Yeah, probably 10, 20, milligrams. Yeah.
The legal amount that whatever. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest traveling with them but I would recommend taking, because I've done it on a couple other flights
beforehand. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. And you kind of want to time it out too, right? So like if you know it's going to take like an hour or 2 hours, maybe eat like a pretty big meal or like just eat something, have something in your stomach so that it doesn't.
My flight's at midnight, so I'll probably be tired by then anyways. I'm going to probably wake up early and not take a nap at all and just sleep throughout the whole plane. So
I think that should be good.
Yeah. But so usually when I go on vacations and when I'm doing keto, I usually don't do keto when I'm on vacations. I usually just go with the flow, do whatever, go where everyone goes, eat what everyone eats, and I'm off keto because I know that when I go on, when I come back, I'll just start it back up again with keto, and I don't want to hold myself to like miss out on like different countries' foods, especially Thailand. Yeah, Thailand are doing like pad thai, pad siu, pak mao, sticky rice and like fried rice, just all the stuff there that I don't be like, no guys, I'm doing keto.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's no way. So yeah, and I'm pretty disciplined enough to go back when I come back to the U.S. to go back on keto. And most people have a harder time because it's a long time
Turning
of
it on and
indulging,
turning it off.
turning it on and turning off. But for me, I don't have the temptation at my house, which is one of the best things for me. Is I don't have stuff that'll tempt me here, and so I'm back on it. And
That's awesome.
so that's what I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be off it for a little bit. I'm gonna start my timer app countdown, and then knock open those Hariboos and bird clusters tomorrow as soon as I get to the airport.
That's dope. I think so. In honor of Jeff's Thailand trip, I think I am going to actually, because I haven't cheated at all this year. So, unless you count fried chicken and some of the other things that maybe has a little bit of carbs in it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think what's funny is I was thinking, like, what would I go eat? Because the pizza out here isn't necessarily the best. So I don't know if I would do pizza, but I mean, I would do pizza.
Yeah.
There
Love
are some
pizza.
great places to go to. And then I was like, burger? Would I have a burger? And I was like, no, I like burgers kind of better without the bun anyway.
Yeah,
So
same. Yeah.
but it's funny, the fact that you're gonna do sour gummies, I would probably seek those out because I know there is a store that has some pretty decent sour gummies, and I think that's kind of where I'm gonna go. Just like
That's what you crave when you're off of keto, sour gummies.
I mean, I crave those when I'm on keto, right?
Okay,
So I'm
fair,
like,
yep.
okay, yeah. I'm like, I think so. I think I'm just gonna do like one of those like sweet tooth, get all my sweet tooth, because really a lot of the stuff like rice or like even noodles and stuff like that, it's like they're okay out here. It's not like Thailand level of quality, right? That I'm getting. So I'm just like, there's nothing that I really would want to go out of
How
my
long are
way.
you planning to do the cheat?
Probably just a day. Probably just a day.
Just a
yeah.
day? Shoot.
Just
Okay.
a day, just because, yeah, I don't want to, yeah, because I mean, it's like, I don't want to go 10 days of eating candy the whole time because that's pretty much what I would be doing. And I could eat a lot of it. Dude, I could do a lot of damage in one day, trust me. So that's why I feel like I'm going to try to gorge, like go hard on one day and then, or maybe a weekend. I might do like a Saturday, Sunday, and then what I'll probably do after that is do a fast Monday, Tuesday for sure, and then see how long I could go Wednesday and to get myself back into ketosis. So
okay.
my game plan.
I would on my cheat day if I was here. I would go to Dick's, which is our local burger spot here in Seattle, one of the best burger places around, and probably smash a deluxe cheese, 2 fries. Those are that's my go-to. What do you like to get when you go to Dick's? What's your
deluxe.
usual order? Okay.
Yeah, deluxe fries and like a milkshake maybe. Yeah.
What
I would
kind of
probably
milkshake
definitely
would you
get probably vanilla. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's that's probably another thing. Thank you for. I'll probably grab some
You're
ice
welcome.
cream. I'll probably grab some ice cream too because they have some good quality ice cream out here. So I'll probably do that
because of the fresh dairy, because of the cows out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, because I think a lot of their dairy is from New Zealand, and their cows in New Zealand are really good. So yeah, I think that'll be that'll be on the docket for sure. Ice cream, 1,000%. So yeah, sour gummies. I'm thinking maybe Oreos because I just love Oreos too. So like sour gummies, Oreos, ice cream, and then like I said, man, I do kind of miss pizza. So if I can maybe I think that's what I'll do. I'll do a pizza on Saturday, and then do like all the sweet gummies and all that stuff on Sunday, and then just try to fast right after, and then
Nice.
just kind of wait till you get back. And then, what I do want to do is actually weigh myself before that cheat day just to see what did it look like going, 2.5 months without cheating, and then see if
as soon as we're done with
progress.
this, podcast
what the progress.
tonight, I'll weigh myself and I'll text you what my initial weight was, and when I get back.
Dope. Yeah. Well, you could just bring it, and because we can both bring it up on the next pod, right? Okay. So just like,
sure.
Hey, what was your weight? Just remember to have it saved somewhere,
Yeah.
Screenshot or whatever, recorded.
Yeah.
But
yeah, for sure. And then I've been proud because this past week or two, I took a physical because I had to re-up my yearly physical for my truck that I drive for my business. And yeah, my blood pressure was down pretty good. And
Nice.
they had weighed me. I was at like 212 with all my
Nice.
clothes on and stuff. I was like, oh shoot, nice. I've already been getting some, compliments from my family because I just saw them this past weekend, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I could tell, you lost some weight," and I could tell because my clothes definitely fitting better, and like I'm starting to get a little bit more defined and stuff because I've been working out a lot too. But yeah, the I'm curious what's going to happen. I know for sure I'm going to just retain a whole bunch of water while I'm on vacation, and just eat whatever. But it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Yeah.
No, that's yeah. I think it's important that because I've always said this before too. When I used to cheat regularly,
Hmm.
because that
Hmm.
used to be part of my strategy would be to cheat once a week, and which I would like to get to that point. But I had also achieved a certain level of where I felt like I was at during my original keto journey. And so I don't feel like I'm there yet, but I think I would like to get back to that place where I feel
Yeah.
comfortable enough to, maybe have a cheat meal once a week,
Sure.
maybe even once every 2 weeks. But I just kind of want to just have integrity when it comes not only to this podcast but to myself and my goals, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why it's and that's one of the reasons why we started this was for both of us, me and Jeff, to kind of get back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
And basically this is our way of documenting our journeys and kind of what we
Hmm.
do. Like anybody, people live lives, right? And people take vacations and they go on things and they go to parties. And so
Yeah.
I think we're big proponents of like, man, just you don't have to be so strict on
Yeah.
anything. Like, we're not a
Uh,
scientific podcast,
yeah.
so we're not
Yeah.
out here,
No, you're
that
right. I
and that's
think
kind of why we feel.
when people do keto, like I've talked to already a couple people who are doing keto with me, and just like me and just like them, they're doing keto a little bit differently the second time around, where they're not being so harsh on themselves, and they realize that it is a process, but at least they're not eating bad. They're eating better, but they're not as strict and as crazy as they used to be counting macros and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm the same way too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So however your guys' journey is,
Yeah, because I think
it's different. Go ahead. Yep.
there's there's so many things that we kind of like recommended to like the first time around was like,
Yeah.
counting your macros and
Yeah.
doing all. We're trying to find the least path of resistance to still do this and achieve your goals, right? Like for me, my biggest thing is just like, okay, just try not to cheat, try not to go all out on the sweets and like eat rice and bread and
Yeah.
take all that stuff out
Yeah.
and starches. And that's it. That's, I don't want, like, I would suggest for people to not overthink it, right? And kind of and you kind of feel like how your body responds. And, you know, is my strategy, is that the right way? Maybe not,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so, but everybody's bodies are different, right? And
Hmm.
so yeah.
For me, I think what's changed is that, or what strategy that I have this year is when I go out socially, because I go out, quite often, meeting with people. Of course, it's always over eating dinner or just hanging out and stuff like that. If I just make better
Happy hour.
decisions, yeah, happy hour. If I just make better decisions when I go out and eat better, yeah. I mean, if I go out 3 or 4 times a week and I'm eating out all the time, that'll take a toll. If I just eat the salads that I've been eating, just that alone is like good for me. Like I feel better about myself, that I didn't go crazy 3 or 4 times during the week, for people who are busy or social, than me indulging, just having a burger with fries. Like I can do that, no problem. And it would give me instant gratification. But then then I'd feel like, oh man, why'd I do that for? And for now, anyways, that's how I feel. So, because I'm working towards a goal for myself right now, and yeah, I just make better choices when I go out to eat. And for me, because I go out to eat quite often, more than normal people do, that's the my, trick for myself this year, this time around.
Yeah, I think one of the things is just be nice to yourself, right? And don't beat yourself up when it comes to, any of the things that that we're doing, or what you're trying to do for yourself, right? So whether it's trying to be super strict, or if it's trying to like just indulge, or whatever it is, it's I don't know, it just be kinder to yourself in your whatever your journey is, but then also remember your goals.
Yep, exactly.
It's not the first easy to start on the first of the year, but there's always another first of the month, there's always a first of the week, right?
Yep.
If you happen to fall off but you still want to continue on, or it's okay to start over. And so, like, we've already planned, like, us starting over, like, that's basically kind of what this specific podcast is about, is like getting ready for the start over, right? So like, I already said that I am going to probably do at least a 48-hour minimum fast to start over after I do my cheat stuff. And then Jeff is basically like, how are you gonna start over when you come back?
Yeah, when I start, no, I'll just eat like how I normally been eating here. Just I won't do like I don't want to do like a 48-hour fast or anything. I'll just eat keto, have my coffee, and just eat normal. Do my fasting windows that I normally do, and I don't even consider it a window anymore. It's just like normal for me. It's just like I already know what to do. It's not like I'm planning it out. It is wake up, coffee, don't eat it again until like later afternoon, have a dinner, and then stop eating at a certain time, and I'm fine with that. I think I'm dialed in enough now where I'm just
Perfect.
like, yeah, I'm not craving food, or I'm not always hungry, which means that I am on the right path, for myself. And so that's how I'll get back to it. Might be a little tough, a little groggy getting back to it, but I mean, that's okay. Yeah, I'll eventually get there, even if I don't fast. If I just eat normal keto meals and throughout the week or two, I'll eventually get there. It might be a little bit longer, but I'll get there. I got plenty of time. I got nothing but time on my hand, so
Yeah, absolutely.
until my next trip, which will be in like August. So I'm gonna go hard again until August, when I go on my cruise to Europe.
Awesome.
Then, so man, yeah. So, but yeah, while I'm there in Thailand, I'm going to take photos. We'll play a little game.
Oh yes. I don't think it has to be every meal. I'd say at least, or I mean,
something with a menu. There's a menu where I'm at. Yeah.
Yes, I think there's a menu, and then on the next episode. So if you watch the episode after this, we're gonna play a little keto or no keto.
Like a game show.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, and I would say, and even if you go to multiple places in a day, I'd just say, like, do at least one a day, right? Where you take a picture of a menu, because I just realized it's like, I don't want us to have to go through like 30 different restaurants that maybe you went to. So I was like, oh yeah, that might be too long. But yeah, no, I think it'll be fun, because I'm curious to see what kind of types of stuff they would have on the menu. And
me and
friend keto. So
me and the friend group, I'm known as the historian. I am notorious for taking photos, good or bad, but people love it because they don't have to take photos or post anything. I could just tag them. People love that. Like, they don't have to post or take photos. I never got that concept, but I always like to take my own photos. But some people just love to get tagged and stuff, so they don't have to post anything. I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
Least path to resistance, but you can still participate in the whole, social media stuff. So yeah, definitely love when you do that.
Hashtag the Justorian is what they call me, the Justorian.
That's dope.
But yeah, for sure, I'll do that on this trip. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Awesome. Yeah. So man, have a good time out there, and
Thanks.
Excited to see all the menu items that you have, and you probably share some other pictures I'm hoping to with us. And so
for sure, I'll try to post them up, or at least I'll save some and then I'll post them up.
That's dope.
If you guys follow my personal account, you'll see it nonstop. It'll be a running timeline from beginning to end. I just gotta be careful. I'll share my location with some people just in case I go missing
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking excited for the Muay Thai fights. Eating for
Nice.
sure. We're gonna go to a couple Michelin restaurants while we're there because
Nice.
yeah, they have a lot down there. And then what's the other one? Yeah, elephant sanctuaries and beaches and stuff. So
There was like a moon thing or something that you said?
full moon party. I don't think that's happening while we're there, but yeah, there's this place in Phuket that we're going to, and you have to take a boat to an island to party. You can only get there by boat, so it's like a day club that people go to and pay. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. Get a couple suits too, because suits in Thailand are like $100, $200 down there, custom made suits. I mean, shit, all the fabric and material are from Thailand, and
Yeah.
here in the
That's
States
what
it
we were
costs like
trying. I was trying to find
$1,000
those in
bucks.
Dubai. Remember
Uh-huh.
when we were in
Yeah.
Dubai? I was hopefully trying to find some deals like that. We did not. We found some great shirts, but
But that's right. I remember we were
yeah.
hunting around for shirts. Yeah, I remember.
And this was pre-keto days because we were trying on we were grabbing shirts, and the people at the stores were like, "You're not going to fit that." And I was like, "Damn, that's kind of messed up way to sell a shirt." But hey, now that we're on keto, maybe we can now
That's
fit
right.
those shirts that we couldn't fit back then. So yeah.
Yeah, I might hit you up maybe during the week to see if I can get at least a mid recording while I'm over there. Yeah, that's fine. I can do it. I mean, I have a cell service and stuff down there, so let me see if I can do a live recording
Yeah.
with us. Just maybe
Live.
like a quick 20-30 minute update on how it's going and what we're doing over there. Yeah,
Awesome.
I'll try to work it. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go pack. But thank you guys for listening. We will be back and enjoy the rest of your guys' day. We'll see you soon.
See you guys on the next one.
Peace.